Mario, once again, December 26th, Friday, 2025, and this is going to be video number 3 on the functionality of the Swashplate. Now, uh, in this particular video, I have this other helicopter. I'm using different helicopters to illustrate some of the functions here because this one is already set up and I was getting ready to fly this. This is the MIA Robin, by the way, a revamp for 2025. It still uses a DC motor. In fact, I just burned an old motor that I had. I no longer have the original motors that I used to supply these the original kits back in 1999 with. So I decided to pop this motor. This is a Mabuchi motor. It's one of the better motors, but it does suck up a lot of current, and so it gets also very, very hot. But it's the only one that I had, and I wanted to keep this basically the same as the original with the DC motor. I could put brushless motors, but then I have to change all the electronics, and it was just a little more hassle. I do have some other helicopters that are set up that way, so this I wanted to keep that way. But anyway, getting back to the functionality of the Swashplate, I have my transmitter connected here, and it's we can see here I'm affecting a pitch, and I'm going to effect roll right here, and you can see the function of the Swashplate. You know how when you go forward, the Swashplate pitches forward. When you go backward, the Swashplate pitches backward. When you go left, it pitches left. When you go right, it pitches right. This is what is called a 90-degree Swashplate in the way that it's been set up with the in reference to the servos. One of those servos is the arm has to be horizontal. It's a little bit off because I've been switching radios here, and some settings kind of don't remain the same as you switch from one to the other model. But anyway, so the servos are supposed to be horizontal, and this Swashplate also is supposed to be horizontal. So let me just make it horizontal. Let me fake that because of my link there. That's horizontally. That's how the Swashplate typically sits, and you can see the links that are connected from the top section of the Swashplate, the part that rotates, to the flybar assembly here. So when that pivots, when the Swashplate pivots in pitch, you can see how the flybar, this section right here, also pitches. And in a when this is under cyclic rotation, this is constantly doing that. And when the pedals pitch, it carries the whole complete rotor head along with that because it's connected. This one's connected indirectly to the rotor head, which is has the blades attached to via these two links right here. You can see those links, and if you're familiar with helicopters, you already know that, but that's